Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have been more effective in this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, Our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill. Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Heard that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. take off and form up with Mage 1.
No good. The carrier's a wreck. Our other ships are taking a beating.
Mage 2 scramble. Take off now.
They're bombing the harbor. Scramble interceptors. Get on the bombers. Give us some intel.
Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for, understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though. I'm iced up.
Icing.
Mage 2, you've iced up.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
They have me spiked.
Attack missed.
Missile fired. Evade it.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Knock 2.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Mage 2, locked.
That's it. It's great when it's simple. I'm cornered.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart. Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
Building has been shut down.
Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Missile incoming. Break.
Target is hit.
Target struck, but he's still kicking. Bandit acquired. Firing. Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage. Emptying them on hangars and
Target is in
runways.
range of guns. Mage 2, missile away.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! But he's still kicking. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Missile evaded.
Attacking. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Mage 2, locked.
Column 3, box 2. Friendly down.
It's a Golem and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
sign is page 2. Verify and meet back. Clear for takeoff. Situations. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have... Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Page 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier.
Let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusea. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Usean continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usean continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Mage 2, locked. Mage 2, target down.
Intersect! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now.
Destroyed.
Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! They're going for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. I got him! He's mine!
The radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle! Where's our support? If you don't get the fighters soon, the whole base is gone!
Bombs away. Ground target destroyed.
Move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Targeting gun range. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Target lock. Firing.
You're almost out of special weaponry. Two targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. We plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Range 2 enemy has a lock on you. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Enemy on your tail! Watch it! Take off that missile!
Missed. I maneuver behind the enemy.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
It's a lovely pile of scrap.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Evade that missile! God damn it! My brother was in that radar. You had him sick.
The enemy has
No, they're not linked to the radar
radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. This one's mine. Here's some feedback for those poor merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. How the hell is the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
I'm in position. He's mine. Target struck, but he's still kicking. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
That's a miss.
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I blame them.
Fox 2.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lockout to their targets, too.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire!
They fled into the clouds.
Are you telling me we can't even avenge our fallen?
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Missile inbound! Breaking! Reading him over clear ground. Come free! Get the bailout now!
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Warning! Bandit on your 6! Missile! Evading! First 6 enemies. Some are really good.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Bandit acquired. Firing. Breaking.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Breaking to escape off. Column 3, Fox 2.
Missile away.
Warning, bandit on your 6.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. Enemies trying
5 targets remaining.
They're trying to hit this one clean.
Break.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Keep your mind focused. Column 2,
4 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Page 2, target down. 3 targets remaining.
Breaking off.
Page 2, locked.
Missile inbound. Breaking.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying? UAVs ready to launch. Away! Wait! What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. Like I'm riding a roller coaster up here. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Box 2!
Missile.
That's a miss.
Missile.
Caution, missile!
Missile.
Locked, it's chow time.
Crap. Aircraft is next to him. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
Missile. Missile.
Golem Squadron, surround them. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Mage 2's in the clouds. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Miss. That's a miss.
Don't try to read their movements.
Missile. 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 Caution.
On his tail.
Locked.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Missile.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good.
Missile.
Just 2 more.
An enemy in front of me and behind me.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Target down. Nicely done. 1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
On his tail. Golem 1, box 2.
That's a miss.
Fox 2. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Where'd he go? Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti...
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Grand 30, bailing out! We're surrounded. Missed. Enemy on my tail. I'm hit. I've lost control. Careful. There's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Gatling lost.
4 remaining.
I'm getting our ass kicked. Where are our reinforcements? They got me.
3 remaining.
Breaking off. Target acquired. Cobra reinforcements. We're taking too much damage. Eject. We got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now.
Missile inbound! Missile inbound!
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Why did we pull it out?
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
The enemy has a mark on me.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Missile.
What the hell?
Missile.
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile.
Skykeeper, this is Skeleton 1. Who about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. And there's too many of them.
These guys go down easy.
Break, now!
Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile. Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile.
What's this, that thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
I can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here? I gotta see on my right.
Locked.
Missile.
Missile inbound, evade!
Right overhead.
Missile.
Skeleton 1, check
Target locked. Firing.
got me!
Caution, enemy on your tail.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron detail. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
They can't go on.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Don't let the UAV movements knock you sideways.
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
Missile.
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile!
One, heads up. Check your six.
Golem 2, let's
We
maintain
lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How's that happen?
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Control ground. I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. Ignorance earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Mage 2, locked.
Going for the loner.
Target was not struck. Fox 2. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Mage 2, watch the enemy on your 6.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
It's like he...
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Large wingtips. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run! Target lock. Firing. Got one in my sights.
Golem and Mage Squadron.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Leave Golem and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Mage 2, UAV down. Get it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him? Yowza!
Mage 2, missile launch.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hotshot?
No,
We just might take it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt. We'll pay you.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
How can I retreat with a UAV on my tail?
Distract the bandits. Buy your friend some time.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Behind one. Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Locked.
I'm still stuck up pretty much.
Box 2.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one. I can't pull out of this furball.
Stall warning.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach.
Mage Squadron. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the... We have the upper... Doesn't need...
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Caution. Pull up.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Are we under attack? No change.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
What's happening?
He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Order and increased alert. Confirm the situation. Situation normal. Nothing here. No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV. Going home.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Mage 2, Magnum. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target destruction confirmed. Target destroyed.
Missile.
Break! Missile incoming!
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Understood.
Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Mage 2, target down. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Missile.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Missile. Missile.
Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Missile.
Right now, Mage 2.
Missile.
Target eliminated. Good work.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
You're low on special weaponry.
Missile.
Mage 2, locked.
Mage 2, status report.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mage 2, target destroyed. Mage 2, locked.
Missile.
Missile inbound! Missile inbound!
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down. Mage 2, target down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Understood.
Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Missile. Missile.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. Target is in range of guns.
Missile. Missile.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Missile.
Half of the anti-air guns down. Mage 2, walking.
Target eliminated. Good work.
Missile.
Special weaponry depleted. Missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
All anti-air guns destroyed. Destroy the remaining SAM sites and secure the LZ.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile closing. You better make it.
Missile.
All SAM sites down. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, we're clear to land.
Roger. On in point sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatakura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing them prepare for going up to meet up to VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container! Missile, break! The enemy has a lock on you.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Missile.
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Missile.
Missile, move!
Missile.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore!
Mage 2 crashed. Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Missile.
Missile launched.
Pull up.
Go to, hang in there. Range 2 enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Missile closing. Evade.
Enemy's on me.
Stress in. We're fighting against machines. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
Missile.
Rocket!
Damn. Yeah. UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Stall warning.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio.
Missile. Missile.
Let's get Mr. Harley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Missile.
UAVs flying toward the space elevator. Mage, Gollum, get them.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harley.
It'll do. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
Page 2, locked.
Missile. Missile.
Debating.
Missile. Missile. Missile warning. Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile. Missile.
Bandit on your six!
Missile.
Shake him off!
Missile.
Chaff and flares
Missile.
depleted.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Golem 1, box 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
That's about half. Mop up the rest. UAV down.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
3 remaining. UAV confirmed down. Page 2, locked. Page 2, missile launch.
Oh yeah, all mine.
One remaining.
Great work. Keep killing them, Mage 2.
There's too many. We can't take all of them. I'm out of missiles.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harley wants to spend
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Orders are to fire one UAV down.
Yes, sir. He's an old timer. Has no clue what UAVs are used. Launched. Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Lockdown hostile.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1. Targeting range of guns. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last... Battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up. Acquired lock on bandit. Firing.
Mage 2, missile launch. Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work. Keep it up. Mage 2 splashed a bit.
Roger. Transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. This isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Oh, not the lighthouse. I mean the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours.
Target is not struck.
Where's the signal?
Missile headed for friendly.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency. Chronicles 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron. Babel, babel, babel.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
What the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one in the sword. Last minute accepted by UAV. The elevator was took a crash. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Target is in range of guns.
Lockdown hostile.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
So flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mage 2, Fox 2. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees.
Mage 2, Mage
2. Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was OC. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire! I saw it!
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero!
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tack name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how they will lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.